Despite the torrential downpour outside the car, the man inside was on the brink of dehydration. He had been trapped in the luxury car for 3 days and nights, and his only source of water was the urine he had relieved himself of 3 days earlier. But the smell of it made it impossible for him to even consider drinking it. Just then, the voice of the car's owner came through the car's display screen. The owner explained that he had locked the doors as a punishment for car thieves like Jack. The owner demanded Jack provide his identity information to check if he was a repeat offender, and only then would the owner consider letting Jack go. Jack, however, immediately refused the request. In response, the owner remotely turned on the car's air conditioning, making the car unbearably cold. Jack quickly put on his jacket to keep warm. The car was outfitted with cameras, allowing the owner to monitor Jack from any location. 10 hours passed. Jack was freezing and could no longer stand it. Hungry and cold, he pulled out the handgun from his bag, intending to shoot through the glass to escape. But when he fired, the bullet ricocheted off the glass and struck him in the thigh. Now things were even worse. If he couldn't escape soon, he might bleed out. Just then, a woman passed by. Jack immediately shouted at her to get her attention. But oddly enough, the woman simply stopped at the window to touch up her lipstick. It turned out that the owner had already modified the glass to be one way, so it was impossible to see inside from the outside. The car's soundproofing was also top-notch. Jack tied his shoelaces around his wound to stop the bleeding and begged the owner to release him, offering to go to the police station to confess. He provided his identity information as requested, hoping it would be enough to get him out. However, the owner simply hung up the phone. Jack, now losing too much blood, passed out. When he woke up, he was shocked to find that the bullet had been removed from his leg and the wound had been bandaged. It was clear that the car owner had been inside the car, but Jack couldn't understand why the owner hadn't let him go yet. Just as Jack was wondering about this, the owner called again, angrily telling him that he had checked Jack's ID and discovered he was a thief who had served 3 prison sentences. The owner declared that Jack would face severe punishment. At that moment, the car suddenly started up on its own and sped forward. It drove to a parking garage, and Jack remembered that the roof of the building was an open space. He realized what was about to happen. As the car sped towards the roof, Jack desperately begged for mercy, but the owner ignored him. The car floored the accelerator, heading straight for the guardrail at full speed.